Oh, and another thing, Drew was right. Okay, now that I've got your attention, let's talk about what we think self-love is and um how I feel about romantic relationships in regards to self-love. Okay, so when you think self-love, what do you think? Do you think like self-care? Do you think spa days, journaling, taking care of yourself? What do you your body, you like how your body looks? Like what do you think self-love is? Because if I had to add what I think self-love is, there would be so much more um that I would kind of add in there. For example, do you love your job? Do you get to wake up every morning and go to a job that you love? Do you feel like you're making a difference at? You feel like you're impacting your community? Or do you go into a job that you hate? And so for me, I feel like a part of self love is being able to listen to your heart and your soul and listen to your purpose and your passion. And I know people are always there's always going to be, you got to do what you got to do, right? But if you're in a situation where you do get to explore your purpose and your passion and things like that, I think, that's a way to exhibit self-love. Another thing I would ask are how are your boundaries? Are you in contact with friends and family who are constantly stressing you out, manipulating you, taking advantage of you? Are you able to put up those healthy boundaries or do you feel bad when you do it? Do you feel guilty? Do you feel too guilty to do it? Because for me, self love equals being able to make those hard decisions, knowing that it's what's best for you, and you don't have to worry about everyone else all the time. Is your nervous system regulated, or is your nervous system severely dysregulated, as like mine was? And so I think self love is also getting to know your body and what your body needs and and taking the steps to actually do that and do it consistently. Consistently taking care of, not just your, physical appearance, but what's going on inside your body, your nervous system, things like that. And so I bring this up because I feel like self love includes things like understanding purpose and passion and holistic healing and boundary setting. So to me self love includes so much more than kind of the I don't know the self love that we talk about on social media. And in my humble opinion, I sometimes feel like romantic relationships are kind of presented as the epitome of success and the epitome of a successful life. And if you don't get that romantic relationship, then you're missing something, right? You can't be whole if you don't have your other half. um which I think is like it's sometimes I feel like it's a media tactic because again, if you are in that place of, oh my god, I hate my job, but if I had my romantic partner, it would just make this worth it, right? I feel like it's giving us an excuse to settle, whereas if you weren't counting on that romantic partner, you're like, no, I need to live in more purpose and passion now without or yeah, like without that reliance on a romantic partner. Maybe you're more likely to be like, this is my life. I only get one of these and I'm going to make sure that I'm living in a way that I want to live. And so and I understand that sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But if you're in a place where you get to explore your passion and your purpose, I think that's super important. And so, yeah, if I'm being honest, I think that the media kind of pushes this narrative of needing a romantic partner because it keeps us distracted and it keeps us kind of content with what's going on in our lives so that we don't complain, right? We get certain things, they give us certain things, we're like, here, shh, shh, shh," so we don't say, hey, I don't like this, or hey, we're not supposed to be living like this. I shouldn't be feeling like this. And nothing against romantic relationships. I think they are absolutely so important, and I think it's beautiful, two people coming together to help each other grow and teach each other things and support each other. So I'm not, I'm definitely not anti-romantic relationship. I just think that we are in a so yeah, I feel like we're just in a beautiful time where we get to self-reflect and ask ourselves, why do we want what we want? Is it because the media makes it seem like it's this super important thing? Is it because we feel like we're lacking something? Or, there's not always there's not always something negative behind our want, and sometimes we just want a romantic partner, and that makes sense too. But I definitely want you to think about you know, what I mentioned as self love in the beginning. Are you giving that to yourself? Are you exploring those questions? Um, and yeah, I think that I have my whole opinions on love, and I could do another video on that. But I think a lot of times we're not meant to have the one. I think we're gonna have many partners who teach us different things during different times in our lives. But yeah, shout out to Drew. I got her book right here. I love her. I think she's such an inspiration to this generation of women. But yeah, get off my girl Drew. She's never gonna steal y'all wrong. Come on, be for real.